welcome to Cherie's weight loss journey. We're out here trying to make some errands. I'm gonna try to see if I can catch this recycle center so I can get rid of these cans. You know, I'm sick and tired of these cans, right? So I want to go ahead and see if I can just get rid of the couple of bags that I have. And if not, you know, it's no big deal because, you know, it's Saturday and they usually close at 2. And by the time I get there, it'll probably be 2. Yeah. But another thing that I wanted to do was to go to La Fiesta, right? La Fiesta, from what I could see, had the best prices on beef liver. So I'm gonna go and you know swing by over there and see if I could buy some beef liver, because I want to start eating some beef liver regularly, and also giving some to my dog. Because she loves that stuff with some gravy. You know? Then I also was online, you know, trying
in a quarter mile, turn right onto Saturn Road.
Trying to see, you know, about some prebiotics, because I'm really serious. Oh my God, I took a picture of my backside.
Turn right onto Saturn Road.
And I didn't like what I seen. Okay, I didn't like what I seen. So I'm either gonna have to fix it or shut my motherfucking
Continue on
mouth up.
Saturn Road for 1 mile.
Okay? Okay. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna dedicate 2 weeks concentration on repairing my back. My fat back. Fat back. So, even when I took the picture, I couldn't believe my face when I seen it. My eyes was all dark and my mouth was upturned, and I was like, my goodness, if I feel that way about my own back, just imagine those haters feeling how they feel. They feel very self-righteous and hate my back.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Kingsley Road.
So we're gonna make an effort. We're gonna dedicate the next 14 days to doing back exercises, just to, you know, improve it a little bit.
At the light, turn left onto West Kingsley Road.
I'll take another picture in 2 weeks to see if, you know, we make progress. So I was reviewing some more health videos. And what had came to my attention was I can't even remember the damn word now. Scarpa something. And anyway, this is a condition where, you know, because seniors' receptors, you know, start to slow down, malfunction, right?
Continue on West Kingsley Road for 1 mile.
They don't absorb nutrients the way they used to, right? So what happens is our muscles start to malfunction. Shrink. They call it shrinking. I call it malfunction. Okay? All right. So I was watching that because, I'm like, look, I worked out more now than I did when I was younger, and I have less muscles to show for it. So what I learned was there's I guess you would call it a vitamin that you can take to help repair that, and it's called leucine, right? And I'm like, leucine? I've never heard of that. Okay, so I start going online trying to look for this L-leucine supplement, and oh my God, I must be the slowest person
In 1,000 feet, turn
in
right
the
onto South
conscious
Shiloh Road.
collectiveness, because it was out of stock on so many sites, and I was like, okay, now
Light, turn right
here's
onto
the
South
thing
Shiloh
that
Road.
kind of tripped me out. What kind of tripped me out is a lot of this stuff is well known in the bodybuilding community. And who does bodybuilding?
Continue on South Shiloh Road for 3 miles.
Men. Men are buying these products, right? These men are making sure that they have healthy bodies. However, this woman wants to make sure that me and other women, learn about these products also. Why? Because these are the same men that buy all of these supplements, pay for all of this extra protein, and got the audacity to tell women to be vegetarians, and don't even want them to be educated enough to learn how to, use complex, carbs to create a protein. No, they don't. And then audacity to sit up there and say you're weak, you're weaker, right? So this is what women now have to start learning how to do, right? And not to mention, your muscles is what gives your soul the energy that it needs. To manifest and move around and be healthy. Okay? So, why aren't women out here trying to have muscles? Because men told us not to have muscles. I said this before. Men will sit up here and bamboozle women and tell them, oh, well, if I wanted a woman with a man's body, I would just be with a man. Okay, be with a man. And then they'll tell you they love that jelly. They love that jelly. Like, what the hell? They just don't want you to be strong. They want you to be an easy takedown. I said it. I said it in a minute. So, I am so glad to see that, women aren't allowing these men to be, are unhealthy feeders, right? They love to feed you unhealthy food. But damn, when it comes to the healthy food, they'll fight you for that shit. Like, hell no, you don't get that. You don't get the chicken breast. Right? reason why I'm laughing is because there's supposed to be some nutritional, medicinal value to eating chicken's feet. Yeah, they'll give you that if you prepare it right. They'll give you that. Here's some chicken feet. Yeah, they'll give you some chicken feet and tell you, see, I gave you something. So, getting back to what I was talking about. I have been doing some videos learning about the muscles, right? Learning about the cartilages, right? And also paying attention to inflammation. Because we really also paying attention to how things differ when you're a senior. See, when you're a senior, you can't function the same way you function when you was a youngster. It's just not reasonable to think so. Let me see if I can pull up here. Hey,
Your destination is on the
I
right.
just had some cans.
How many you got?
I got 2 bags of cans. Over here? Okay, I made it, and I got $4.20, and they were giving away some free hot dogs. See here? Free hot dogs. Yeah, it looked like they were also selling some cheap shoes out the back of the trunk. Yeah. So I feel really good about that. I don't eat hot dogs. Okay, I don't. But I see I'm not the only person coming in at the last minute. There's a lot of people coming in at the last minute. I guess they was out there collecting to the last minute. To the last minute. Okay, now I'm going over here to La Fiesta. But getting back to what I was talking about, I was talking about how, as a senior citizen, the food that we eat hits us differently. And this is because we had that condition where our muscles are not fine-tuned as the receptors that they were when we were young. Okay? When we were young, our muscles was like sponges, right? But now that we're older, our muscles are like dried sponge. Right? And we had to figure out ways to keep our spongy muscles absorbent, right? Because the muscles is what helps us to function, right? And I'm over 60 years old, and I just don't want to be, falling over, having accidents, because I didn't educate myself, right? And see, this is the problem. We have to learn to educate ourselves as when the education isn't just readily offered to us. Okay? Because it's not. It's not. I just talked about how, this information has been given to men, and men don't have time to give us no free information. Period. Period. Now, if you're willing to pay for it, they might be willing to give you the information. But let's face it, women. We're the ones that don't have no money. Right? So we have to, make do. Plus they want to keep us in the house. We can't learn, through like the grapevine, because we're in the house. Right? And not everybody's just going to come knocking at your door talking about, hey, Miss Senior Citizen, you need to pay attention to your muscular skeletal development even when you get older. Like, what? I thought that was, something that only happened when I was, a baby. No, it happens again when you get older. Okay. So that brought to my mind, that meme where they was talking about what animal, starts on all fours, and ends up with three legs or something like that, right? And instead it was some kind of scenario where you as a baby you're crawling on all fours, then you're standing up on two legs, and by the time you get to be old, you're gonna be having a cane while you walk, something like that. Like, what the hell? But anyway, there's a La Fiesta over here somewhere, and I'm gonna go to this La Fiesta and buy some liver now. I don't know why I took them hot dogs. I don't know why I took them hot dogs, but I took them. I ain't ate no hot dogs in I don't know how long. So, got my $4.20 for my 2 bags of cans. I'm so happy about that. I used to pick up cans in California. I used to pick up cans here, especially around the baseball games. Because these men, they would throw away, after a baseball game, they will throw away their cans. And of course they would. Because they can't drive around with those cans, those empty containers, and they smell of alcohol. Oh no, they're leaving them cans there. So, now, I did take, my my protein drink. You know, the protein drink that I was talking about that I would get from Walmart, that one, it has the leucine and vitamins, you know, needed for strengthening your muscles, right? Like I said, the protein drink that I had got from Aldi's, you know, it had very limited it had limited protein, limited nothing. It was mainly focusing on just being just straight up protein. That's the only thing it was worth, and it only offered like 16 grams. Now, there is some good use that you can do with that because it doesn't have a flavor. You know, you can add that as an additive, like when you're baking and you want to bring up the protein value of your bakery, right? Because that's what I had planned to use as an additive when I was going to make the tortillas. I did not make the tortillas. I did not. Okay. Last night, after moon bathing, moon gazing, I came home and I had the last of the red beans and rice that I made. It was delicious. Feel pretty good about it. You know, I still have some leftover pea salad that I'm gonna eat later on today. I don't think I'm gonna be eating these hot dogs, but I took it because they offered it to me. Right? I didn't want to seem like, you know, I'm too. Okay, I am. I'm too motherfucking stuck up to eat hot dogs because I have a hard time processing processed foods. Okay? I have a hard time. Now, there are some processed foods that I can, you know, I can digest. And hot dogs is not one of them. Bologna is not one of them. I cannot process them. Right? Sometimes I end up getting sick and throwing that stuff up. And I don't want one of those episodes. It doesn't feel good. And I hate the fucking cleanup. So, I'm gonna get delivered, and if they have some gravy train, I'm gonna get some gravy train from one of these stores. I'm not sure which one, but I think I still have a $25 off coupon for Dollar General that's expires today. So if I can use that and buy, you know, the dog food, then shoot. Yeah, that's right. There's La Fiesta right there. Right there. And then I also wanted to cook some of that, like do like little strips or little morsels of liver so that I can have that in the morning like a pill. Like a pill. I'm telling you, like a pill to be healthy. For sure. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in here and see if we can get some of this liver. Because I went online to try to see, you know, who had the best prices. And La Fiesta came up. And I was like, okay, let me go to La Fiesta. Let me go out here and, you know, spread some of my energy around. Why not? Why not? Okay, let's go in here. And I'm not too far from this Ollie's where I can buy the where I can also buy the pre-workout supplement for $9. Because online, I'm telling you, you can find it for under 30 bucks. Might as well just say 30 bucks. Because the pre-workout under that was sold out. They were sold out. I'm telling you. They had some for listed at $14 and they were out of stock. I was like, what the hell? So let's go see. Okay, I went into La Fiesta acting like I was going to get some good deals. And I think I did. I did get the liver. Okay? I got the liver. I got me like 3 pork chops. And then I got some catfish nuggets that I haven't had in a long time. In a long time. But they were under $3 a pound. And I'm like, you know, anytime you can buy some meat for under $3 a pound, you better buy some. So I did. So I spent $13.47 on the catfish. Okay? Oh, and they had like their own brand of like Jello, right? Jello brand was like $1.99, $1.69, right? But their brand was $1.39, so I got me 3 of those. And oh my gosh, they have 40-pound bags of potting soil, 2 for $5. I'm like, where they do that at? So I bought me some of that. Their bananas. I bought some bananas. It got me like about 5 of them. It cost me 88 cents. Bought me 15 limes. That cost me 99 cents. I bought some bay leaves, some oregano, and they had some kind of soy meat in there, so I bought it. I don't know what it was, but I bought it. And then some whole cinnamon. I bought some whole cinnamon, and that was $1.49. Oh my gosh. And they had garbanzo beans. They had garbanzo beans. Oh my goodness. It was garbanzo beans, but she gave it to me for the price of pinto beans. I'm just realizing that. So instead of the $1.67 a pound, I got the garbanzo beans for 97 cents a pound, a total of $2.69. Right? Now the beef liver, I got about 4 pounds of beef liver, and ended up spending about $8 and some cents on the beef liver. The 3 pork chops, center pork chops, they were $2.90. I haven't had pork chops in I don't know how long, but we're gonna have some today, right? And then they had mayo for under $3, so I went ahead and bought some mayo, right? So anyway, my food balance was $58.40. You know, I am so proud of myself for coming here, right? For coming here, because you know the spices and the food, even though it's not packaged up the way you know we're used to having them packaged up in other stores, you know, you get a better deal on a lot of things, and it's they have butchers there, right? They have butchers there. Now, I was smiling while I was there because the butcher couldn't speak no English. And I think he even had a hard time speaking Spanish too. But, yeah. Look at that. One of these days, I am going to get me one of them jellies. Whew. So, that mission is accomplished. Even did better than I thought I was going to do. Sometimes, you know, when I just get up and do what I got to do and get it done, it works out so good. It does. It works out so good. Like I said, I got me some free hot dogs, you know. Got some great deals going here to La Fiesta to get this liver, you know, and like I said, you know, I'm really having to focus on, you know, eating for my health. Okay? Eating for my health, because when you get older, you don't even realize that your body has changed to the point where you have to make adjustments. You have to. You don't want to, but you have to. And if you don't, you're gonna suffer. Right? Over the long term, you're going to suffer little breakdowns here, little breakdowns there, and then what? And then what? So now, I just want to go and get this prebiotic, because I feel like I need to do this prebiotic while I'm trying to work at getting rid of this back fat. This fat back. Okay? Okay. So yeah, I got me about almost 5 pounds of liver. I got me, like I said, some chicken nuggets and some pork chops. I hadn't had pork chops in I don't know how long. But we gonna have some. And here's the thing. You know, if you can afford to eat healthy, right, to have the best of foods, congratulations. Congratulations. Right? But there's a lot of us out here, you know, we have to make do. We have to, you know, scramble. We have to, you know, do our best to stay alive, just to stay alive. Damn it. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here and see if I can. I don't think I can run in here real quick and just pick up what I need. I'm hoping there's not no big ass long line, so I'm gonna see. Let me ride around here and see if I can pick up. See if it look like they got long lines. If they got long lines, I gotta put my shit. I gotta put my groceries away. Like it's really long lines. Okay, I cannot go in and just get what I wanted, but I did get what I wanted, which is the Zoa pre-workout for $9.99. And then while I was there, they had these energy drinks for 49 cents. And I was like, 49 cents? So anyway, I bought 5 of them. Okay? Yeah, I bought 5 of them. Then I bought some Thousand Island dressing. And I bought this packet of Snickerdoodle cookies, cookie mix, and it was only $1.29. So fresh cookies for $1.29 is not bad. And then they had these water flavorings for $1.29. So I got that. And then they had a type of vinegar that I had never seen before, so I had to buy it, right? And this is red wine vinegar. Have you ever? Well, we'll see.